Caitlin Clark is reinventing the story of basketball. Her stunning performances and fearless approach have piqued the interest of fans, experts, and even NBA luminaries, who rarely remark on the WNBA. Never before has a player aroused such a combination of adoration and controversy from the most prominent figures in the game. Caitlin is inspiring a new era in women's basketball with her record-breaking statistics and revolutionary influence on the court. But her rise has not been without opposition. Critics have doubted her and attempted to tear her down. However, two of basketball's best players, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, have recently weighed in. What they said about Caitlin Clark was nothing short of game-changing. Following all of the speculation surrounding Caitlin Clark, Michael Jordan has stepped in to express his thoughts, and his viewpoint alters everything. The WNBA owes Caitlin a great deal for what she's done for the game, he stated. Jordan did not stop there. He advocated for a comprehensive revamp of refereeing, underlining, "The refs have been blatantly unfair to Caitlin, and it's time the league steps up and makes it right." His words ring true. The WNBA must not only acknowledge Caitlin's contribution, but also ensure that she is treated with the respect she deserves, both by her peers and by officials on the floor. It's not every day that the best of all time defends a player, and Jordan's statements make it plain that Caitlin is a game changer. Her accomplishments cannot be overlooked any longer. Allen Iverson, one of the most exciting stars of his period, transformed the NBA. Much as Caitlin Clark is revolutionizing the WNBA now. Both players became household names during their collegiate days and entered the professional leagues with enormous pressure and sky-high expectations. Despite not being the most physically powerful athletes, they commanded respect with their skill and commitment. Iverson enthralled spectators with his famed lethal crossover, which surprised opponents and reshaped the NBA's approach to face-up ball handling, a style profoundly rooted in street basketball. Similarly, Caitlin Clark has become a role model for innumerable young girls who aspire to her bold play style and high basketball IQ. Iverson acknowledges Clark's enormous talent. In a recent interview, he shared his thoughts on what sets her apart and why she's a true game changer for the sport, highlighting her unique skills and unshakable mindset. "Man, shoot the blood out of the ball, you know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. And then just how aggressive she is, not just scoring in basketball, but getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching." Allen Iverson understands what it takes to be a team's offensive engine, and he sees similar attributes in Caitlin Clark. During his greatest years, Iverson carried the scoring load for his club, much like Clark does now. He applauded her unrelenting aggression on the court, which is necessary for players who are expected to be their team's primary scorer. But Iverson also emphasized what distinguishes the all-time greats: exceptional playmaking. Clark, although being the team's youngest member, has a natural capacity to inspire people around her through her vision and selflessness. Clark and Iverson are renowned as floor raisers because they improve everyone around them with their skill and basketball IQ. Iverson famously guided a less-than-stellar supporting cast to the NBA Finals, relying on his ability to score freely. Iverson feels Caitlin Clark's game and team will improve with time. He's convinced that her greatest days are ahead of her, and it'll only be a matter of time before she learns how to lead her team to new heights. The Indiana Fever now faces a challenge. Can they surround their young superstar with the correct elements to help her attain the same level of success as Iverson did? Dominance in athletics can take many different shapes. Shaquille O'Neal, widely recognized as the greatest basketball player of all time, has stated unequivocally that his legacy cannot be debated. Interestingly, Shaq has also professed adoration for Steph Curry, naming him his favorite player in today's NBA. Despite their striking physical contrasts and playing styles, the two have a mutual admiration for one another's talent. Shaq shares the same affection for Caitlin Clark. Speaking on Angel Reese's podcast, Unapologetically Angel, Shaq publicly lauded Caitlin's exceptional talent, despite the fact that she is Angel's fiercest competitor. He emphasized Caitlin's dominance on the court, despite her diminutive stature, drawing parallels with Steph Curry's distinct influence. According to Shaq, Caitlin and Steph have transformed their respective leagues, introducing a new level of excitement to the game. "Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark?" Shaq inquired. "Besides her skills, she can shoot threes from the logo. We never seen that before." "That's my point," Shaq added. "Steph Curry, a little kid like Steph Curry. I love Steph. You know why? I love Steph Curry because I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. If you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", 6'10". He looks like a perfect normal office guy, but he's doing stuff people never seen before. She's doing stuff we never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis." Shaq's talk yielded numerous striking ideas. First and foremost, he recognized Caitlin Clark's capacity to perform exploits that no other WNBA player had. Even Caitlin's strong competitor, Angel Reese, has conceded this point. Angel's statements, on the other hand, appear to belittle Caitlin's ability, dismissing her abilities with, "She can shoot threes from the logo." This is no small feat. It's an incredible skill that captivates viewers and demonstrates a tremendous amount of dedication and work. Mastering such a shot requires amazing precision and effort, and it should be recognized as a true ability. Shaq recognizes that Caitlin's exceptional shooting ability is a significant component in luring new viewers to the WNBA. His words could also be construed as a covert challenge to Angel Reese, who has openly stated that Caitlin isn't the main reason for the league's increased popularity. However, Angel's inability to match Caitlin's long-range shooting abilities may have fostered some underlying envy. Shaq's praise reflects his conviction that Caitlin Clark has played a significant role in increasing the WNBA's popularity and attractiveness. Caitlin is currently facing substantially more competition than she has experienced in college. Only a few players have successfully converted from dominating in college to dominating in the professional ranks, and Caitlin Clark is unquestionably among them. Magic Johnson is another, and his thoughts on the transition are well documented. However, Magic did not win Rookie of the Year when he first joined the NBA. What's the reason? He spent his debut season with his adversary, Larry Bird. Larry led one of the most remarkable franchise turnarounds in basketball history with the Boston Celtics in the 1980s. Bird, like Caitlin Clark, was an MVP candidate from the beginning of his professional career. He went on to solidify his legacy by winning many MVP honors and NBA championship crowns. Bird is sometimes compared to Caitlin, not only for their rookie domination and intense rivalry, but also for their transforming play styles. Both players transformed their respective sports. They spread the floor like no one else in their era and used their playmaking to break down even the most traditional defenses. Their impact on the game was not only immediate, it was revolutionary. Furthermore, they demonstrated dominance throughout their college careers. Larry Bird was born and reared in French Lick, Indiana, and Caitlin Clark now plays for the Indiana Fever. Bird began his career with Indiana State University. He eventually became the Indiana Pacers head coach and general manager. Larry Bird definitely takes pride in his home state. He still enjoys basketball and watching Caitlin Clark. He's such a fan that he's watched her Iowa college games as much as he does Indiana State's. "I think I watched Indiana State and Iowa Caitlin Clark play about the same last year, so I watched a lot of basketball," Bird recalled. Caitlin Clark's tremendous skill is evident for any basketball lover. Indiana, with its unrivaled passion of basketball, deserves to have these great basketball stars play for them. Caitlin Clark will continue to develop a legacy, just like Larry Bird did when he first entered the professional league. Many similarities may be found between the two players. Even Bird can recognize greatness when he sees it. Caitlin Clark has captured the basketball world with her talent, competition, and passion for the game. Even the greatest NBA luminaries cannot deny their awe for Caitlin's ability, as she is already leaving an indelible mark on the WNBA and beyond. While her journey is only beginning, the praise from these basketball icons indicates that Caitlin is ready to transform the future of women's basketball. Just as Magic Johnson and Larry Bird transformed the NBA into the sensation it is today, Caitlin Clark is poised to do the same for women's basketball, opening up new opportunities for the next generation of players. Caitlin Clark is on course to go down in history as one of the best players of all time. She will become like the basketball legends who are enamored with her meteoric rise. More heads will turn to celebrate her excellence as she continues to pave the way for basketball legend status.